I can say that this is one of the highly anticipated big potential layer 2 airdrops. Because guys, they have more than $80 million in funding and they were backed by various venture capitalists such as Sequoia Capital, Polychain Capital, and so much more. And it's no other than Scroll, in which it's kind of bullish to us as airdrop hunters. And speaking of the airdrop, this one I can say is an alpha. So for you to know more, well, keep watching.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if you ignite me's a road ahead of full prophecy. To be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more, feeding from the source.
So GM everyone, this is Nomad Fury. So before I begin, kindly acknowledge the disclaimer that I have right here in this video and in the description, as this is only intended for educational and informative purposes, just to be fair and transparent to all. So I'm not promoting any financial or investment advice. In other words, play safe and participate at your own risk. Well anyways, it's time to get to work. Okay guys, so this is what I'm talking about, the Scroll. So just simply head over to scroll.io, in which they are a native ZK EVM scaling solution for Ethereum. So this is layer 2 guys. Well, I know the fact that there's a history of layer 2s like Arbitrum and Optimism that they did have a surprise airdrop to the early adopters. So once Scroll is going to launch in the mainnet, who knows? Maybe they would do that as well. But as of today, guys, we have yet to confirm from Scroll if they are planning to have an airdrop to the early adopters, especially testnet participants. So we are just speculating and we do not offer any promise or guarantees here if Scroll is going to have an airdrop event to all of the early adopters. Before we head over to the testnet, so you could see their technical principles in which they offer scalability, EVM equivalence, and security. So you can join their testnet right now, currently under the alpha version. So as of today, we are still in the phase 3, which is the alpha testnet. And for the mainnet, guys, it will be on phase 5. So we need to undergo Sequoia testnet first on the Scroll, okay? Before the much anticipated layer 2 mainnet of Scroll. And we scroll down, guys, you could see their blog. And of course, the other information that you need, especially their social media channels. And of course, guys, if you're looking for a job opportunity in Scroll, so you could view their open positions. So as of this time, so they have various jobs in the engineering sector, in the operations, partnerships, and the research. Okay, so feel free to apply. You just have to prepare your CV, resume, application letter that you want to be part of the Scroll team. Okay, now here is the main part of the video in which we're going to do the testnet. So first things first, let's go to the alpha testnet. To get started, guys, make sure that you add both the Go Early and the Scroll Alpha testnet in your MetaMask. So you just need to click on this one. Once you do that, you need to access their bridge, in which I am going to show it to you. So I don't need to explain how the bridge works, but it only supports Go Early Ethereum. So just bridge any amount of your Go Early to the Scroll Alpha testnet. It will take you like approximately 10 minutes for the bridge to be completed. So assuming that you have successfully bridged and you have the balance right now in the Scroll Alpha testnet, time for us to head over to the tasks. Now for this task, guys, this is not in exact order. It is in any order. I'm just showing you some platforms where you can interact under the Scroll network. Now, one platform is Uniswap. So all you have to do, guys, is to connect your wallet and then you just simply start swapping around and adding or removing some liquidity in their pool. So it's really simple. And another swapping platform that I want to share is no other than the SyncSwap. So the same process, guys. You just need to swap tokens and you just simply either adding or removing some liquidity right here in this platform. Let's move on to another platform. Scroll is also available in the layer 3.xyz. So all you have to do, guys, is to complete all of these steps. So let's move on to another platform. They're also available on the guild.xyz So in order for you to get the mystery role, so make sure that you join their guild and satisfy the requirements so that you will acquire a mystery role in their Discord. And here are the other ones, just for you to have an idea. That is if you have attended these special events. Now let's move on to another task. You can also create and deploy a contract. So I don't need to explain how it works because I've already shown you in my previous videos on how do we create and deploy a contract which can be applied in other chains like the Scroll. But for me, maybe you can start create and deploy at least as one smart contract under the Scroll network. So for our next platform, it's what we call the AVI. So for this one, guys, we can just simply lend and borrow. And assuming that you don't have any balance here, you can just simply use their Scroll Alpha faucet. So for example, I want to load up some of my wrap Bitcoin. So I am going to use their faucet. So you see the gas fee, and then I just click faucet WBTC. My MetaMask will pop up. So you just need to confirm. Okay, so the transaction is confirmed, so I receive 1 WBTC. Before you borrow, guys, you need to supply first. For example, I want to supply some WBTC, so I click supply, and then let's say I want to do like 1. So I need to approve WBTC to continue. So my MetaMask pops up, so yeah, I need to sign this one, and then we supply WBTC. So once again, it pops up. So I click confirm. Okay, so this is all done. Now that we have the supply, it's time for us to borrow. So maybe let's try to borrow some link. So I'm going to borrow. And you could see the max that we can borrow. For example, let's say I want to do 500. So I borrow the link. And then my MetaMask will pop up. So we confirm. Okay, so it says all done. I have borrowed 500 link. So to continue your interaction in the testnet, so let's say we want to repay. So I want to do the max for me to repay. So I approve link to continue. Again, my MetaMask will pop up. Okay, so we just have to sign. And then we repay the link. Once again, we have to pay, confirm. Okay, so I've repaid it. Now it's time for us to withdraw. And then I'm going to do the max. And then we withdraw the WBTC. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to confirm. All done. That's how we interact in the AVI platform using the Scroll testnet when we are going to lend and borrow. Now, let's go to the next platform. So this is Data Finance, and it supports Scroll Alpha. We can retweet to get 10 ZDA. So they have the swapping platform, so I don't need to explain it. The same thing goes for adding and removing some liquidity and their L1 and their L2 bridge. So it's just one way to interact in the Scroll testnet. And then another platform that I'm going to share to you, in which that's what we call the Zonic, which is the NFT marketplace for layer 2. So I don't need to explain further, you just simply have to connect your wallet and then switch to the Scroll testnet and start browsing and buying some NFTs right here in the Zonic app, which is under the testnet, guys. Okay, so I'm just giving you an idea, which is another way for us to interact in the Scroll testnet. Now another platform that I want to share to you guys, the Easy Swap. So it's also supporting the Scroll Alpha testnet. So the same thing applies, guys. You just need to do some swapping and then adding or removing some liquidity. But there's a slight twist here in which they have a limit order. You could set the fee tiers here. Okay, let's say I'm going to do the 0.2%. Just in case you don't know how limit order works. So let's say I want to do like 0.01. And then for this one, I'm going to do the market price. So we just click add. My MetaMask will pop up. So we confirm. Okay, so the transaction is confirmed. So you could see my orders here. So I have a couple right now. So not only you can do some swapping or some limit order, but you can access some of their pools right here, guys, to add or remove liquidity. So you see right here guys, I have an existing liquidity. So I have the option to remove it. This is just to give you guys an idea, you know? And also they have other features like the portal, the bridge, and the analytics. And of course guys, related to Izumi, so they are having a collaboration with Scroll right here on layer 3.xyz. So you just need to complete all of this task, okay? And on top of that guys, they also have an existing campaign in the Galaxy. So you just need to collect all of these oats, okay? And make sure that you switch to the Polygon mainnet for you to mint these oats. As they are not sponsoring the gas fee, so you need to have a little bit of extra matic in the Polygon mainnet for you to mint these oats. And of course guys, I'm saving the best for last. This is actually my favorite task in the Scroll Alpha testnet, because I am a gamer myself. So there is an existing Web3 game under the Scroll Alpha testnet in which we can interact with it. The game that I'm talking about is no other than the Omni Kingdoms. So all you have to do is to connect, and then we choose the MetaMask. Now, if this is your first time, guys, you need to add a player name, and then you just have to choose the gender, and then you mint the player, pay the gas fee in the Scroll testnet, and your character will appear right here. So I have already leveled up my character, so we click play. So this is the one, guys. Okay, for you to get started, you should go right here, guys. You need to train first. So either you do the combat training and the mana training. So for me to show you how it works, let's say I want to do the mana training, so I'm going to do it. So training to earn mana, so let's begin the training. So it needs me to pay the gas, so I confirm. So guys, you could see that there is a countdown. For me to earn mana, so I need to wait 5 minutes. But just to give you an idea, for the combat training, it only takes us 2 minutes. For every training, we gain +1, either in combat or mana. So you could see my stats right here in the combat. I have 20. So that means to say that I have already done some combat training 20 times.
A few moments later.
Okay, so after 5 minutes, let's click end training. And then once again, we pay the gas right here on the Scroll Alpha testnet. Okay, so the transaction is confirmed. So it will add up to my mana here. So the same thing goes, guys, if we are going to craft some sword, armor, and wizard hat. And also I'm doing some quests right here, such as gaining gold, gem quest, and dragon quest. And also you can interact by challenging players right here in the arena, rather if it's in the main or the side arena. At least I'm just giving you guys an idea, you know, how everything works here. Okay, so just to remind you guys that there is no confirmed airdrop yet from Scroll, but hopefully in the future. However, this is only speculation, and we do not offer any promises or guarantees here if the airdrop of Scroll is going to happen, as it is a layer 2 solution. And I see some buzz around in social media that Scroll is going to be the next big potential layer 2 airdrop. Time will tell, but let's just see what happens. So there you have it, guys. At least I've shared to you regarding Scroll, especially on how to do this testnet task to qualify and maximize your chances in their big potential airdrop, and so much more. So if you want more details, I provided all of the resource links right here on the video description. So I would really appreciate some honest feedback from you guys regarding Scroll, whether if it's positive or negative, or if you have some questions or concerns that were not answered right here in this video of mine, just post them right here in the comment section and I would try my best to answer them for you. However, it is better that you should head over to their official social media channels such as Twitter, Discord, and so on, and start connecting and engage with the real admins and mods to potentially answer your queries. And if you think that this video is quite helpful and valuable to you, kindly do not hesitate or think twice in sharing this to your friends out there, especially those who are so enthusiastic regarding potential and confirmed alpha airdrops, testnets, DeFi, tutorials and guides, and anything about crypto and Web3. So I do have a question for you. Did you enjoy watching this video? Has this video helped you a lot and gives value in any way? And what do you think about it? Just let me know right here in the comment section. So once again, this is Nomad Fury and I'll see you all on my next video.